Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Save the Planet here on Fabulous Friday here in Connecticut. Life's good, man. Life is awesome. I'm not going to put anything up this weekend. My beloved wife and I are taking a romantic getaway for the weekend to celebrate her birthday, my birthday, our anniversary, all that sort of stuff. So it's long belated. All those things, our anniversary and both our birthdays took place in the summer. But with COVID and all this sort of stuff, we're finally getting away. And we're looking forward to it. So nothing this summer. Now, this weekend. Now, I will have my trusty laptop there. So if you have questions, if you have comments, if all that sort of thing, go to that email. Either put a comment down below. So many of you feel uncomfortable putting comments on comment board. I get it. I absolutely get it. Some of the drivel that I get doing this is just not to be believed. I understand why people choose not to do the comment section. But guys, I guess, email me. It's fine. If you have a question, it's emailing. I have several channels. I never use anybody's name. Okay? Never use anybody's name. But I will discuss the things that you're talking about. Sometimes things don't, could write a book about some of the questions. And an email is probably not the best place to do it. So what I do, I make a vid about it. Because chances are, if you have a question, then lots of other people have the same question. Okay? Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Sleep, water, fruit. Sleep, water, fruit. Now, my man, Durian Ryder, preaches sleep, water, sugar. I'll tell you what, man. Sugar, that one word sugar, just strikes so much fear in everybody's heart. Okay? And I understand it. I understand. We've been so conditioned to think that sugar is the villain. I try to keep that one word out of it as much as I can. Now, I have a recipe for lemonade. For every 10 ounces of water, you'd use 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and 2 tablespoons of agave nectar. Okay? For some reason, guys, that makes everybody feel better than 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and 2 tablespoons of sugar. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. So I just try to keep the word out of it as much as I can. But trust me, the sugar that you are getting in fruit is the best thing you can put in your body. Every single one of the trillions of cells in our body runs on glucose or sugar, which the body gets from carbohydrates. One thing and one thing only fuels the brain, and that is glucose, carbohydrates, or sugar. Fructose, glucose, sucrose. Guys, it's all the same thing except for a tiny little difference in a chemical bond. Okay? So if it makes everybody just feel so much better to say fruit or agave nectar or honey, I try to, save the animals and everything and being a vegan. But as opposed to sugar, knock yourself out. Now, sleep, water, sugar. Guys, sleep is so good. Sleep is so overlooked in the health and fitness business. Everyone wants to see the rippling abs and the muscles and all this sort of stuff. I get it. The aesthetics are important. But guys, for your mental clarity, for your serotonin, for your dopamine levels, I'm not going to get into that now. That's another video. Guys, you have to sleep. If you don't have proper sleep, your body will automatically go into flight or fright mode. It just will. Okay? And guys, that's not good. That's not good. That's shooting adrenaline. All these hormones just shooting through. Guys, you can't have it. So what do most people do? They fill themselves through coffee. Guys, coffee is a neurotoxin. Coffee is an amphetamine. Coffee is the worst thing you can possibly do. But all these guys that are into intermittent fasting and all this sort of stuff, go 18 hours without eating. You can't. They don't. And what do? They fill themselves with coffee. So basically, it's just like I'm changing the name for sugar. Why don't they say what they're saying? Say what they mean. If you're intermittent fasting and you only want to have a 20-hour window of fasting and only 4 hours to eat, why don't you say 20 hours, you don't eat anything, and you fill yourself full of amphetamines? Guys, that's exactly what you're doing. It's exactly what you're doing. Okay? I'm getting a little off the topic here, but sleep, guys, and I'm not the one to tell you how much you have to get. I go to bed at 8 o'clock. Usually, I will read, well, always, I will read until I'm a voracious reader. I will read until I fall asleep. That might be 8:01, or that might be, 8:45. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And then I have never used an alarm clock in the last 40 years. I wake up when I'm ready. You get up and sometimes you're still tired, you go back to sleep. You get up and you're ready to go, and that could be after 4 or 6 hours. I only slept 5 hours last night. I feel fabulous. I feel fabulous. Tomorrow morning, I will probably sleep late to make up for it, whatever. But again, there's no rhyme or reason to how much, but guys, you have to make sure you're getting enough sleep. And your body will tell you, if you are dragging at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, something's wrong. If you are getting out of bed and, geez, you can't move and you're snapping at your family and all this sort of stuff, guys, you haven't had enough sleep. Now, I realize real life gets in the way, and sometimes you have to just keep going. Guys, don't do it with coffee. Don't do it with coffee or other amphetamines. Get the fruit going. Get the sugars going. That's what you need. Okay? Sleep, water. Guys, I don't talk about it enough. Now, the thing about it is, when we are drinking so much juice and so much fruit, the fruits, well, bananas not so much, but oranges, apples, grapes, they are high water content fruit, and you are getting a huge, huge amount of water. So I don't get into the water so much, but just make sure you're eating the fruit and you'll get enough water. But just to start the day off right, just drink a big glass of water when you wake up. It's starting to get cold here in the Northeast, and the last thing I want to do when I get up in the morning is go into the refrigerator and drink a nice cold glass of water. Summer, that's fine. Winter, not so much. So keep it at room temperature if you want. Just put a glass of water there. Okay? Preferably purified water. We use Brita water filters. Okay? Guys, the water, bottled water, those bottles are worse for the environment than dirty water. I just try to keep the Brita water filters. Now, you can go very, very expensive with the water filters, which I don't, and I don't suggest they do. The Brita water filters are fine. I've been using them for 30 years. All right? Then, sleep, water, fruit. Sleep, water, fruit. Then you just eat fruit all day. Fruit. Again, like I did yesterday, if you want to take a handful of spinach, throw it into your smoothie, guys, you won't even taste it. You won't even taste it. You will be amazed that you're eating literally a handful of raw spinach, kale, arugula. It's a vegetable. Throw it in. You won't taste it. Okay? You eat raw fruits and vegetables all day. Then eat your cooked food at night. Number one, I'm going to say 99% of my clients in some way, shape, or form want to lose weight. I do work with a lot of athletes, and sometimes they can be more maniacal than everybody else. I work with a lot of dancers. I work with models. Guys, sleep, water, fruit. You cannot keep weight on just drinking fruit. Throw in a couple cups of rice at the end, some potatoes. Guys, you can't gain weight. The thing about it is also that carbohydrates are self-regulating. You eat enough bananas, and after a while, you just can't eat anymore until the next day. Your body will tell you when you've had enough carbohydrates. You're full. You don't want to eat anymore. Guys, that's not the same with pizza. That's not the same with Doritos. That's not the same with Big Macs. You can eat those until you make yourself sick. And most people do. That's the whole point. But you stick with sleep, water, and fruit. Guys, that's not the whole thing. That's not the whole ball of wax. We like meditation. We like everything else. But you stick with those three things and make your diet primarily fruit as much as you want. And here is the thing, guys, especially you people coming from calorie restriction, do not let yourself get hungry. That's the worst thing you do. The minute you let yourself get hungry, your standards go down. Eat, eat, eat. If you know you're going to be working through a mealtime, have some bananas, have some some apples. Bring a smoothie with you in a container. Have some lemonade. Guys, don't let yourself get off hungry. We'll do a video on that next week. And as I said, nothing this weekend. I'm taking the love of my life to a romantic getaway, and I can't wait. Anyway, eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.